Hi there and welcome. In this video it's a quick and dirty comparison guide for any gamers tempted to emerge from their WoW cocoon by the allure of 4-player superhero party co-op. It's intended to ease you in gently by drawing comparisons to WoW classes and roles. The mechanics of the game are similar to Destiny 2 or The Division. It's a multiplayer co-op looter-shooter brawler with RPG elements. The heroes that you can choose from at launch are Hulk, Ms. Marvel, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow and Captain America. The party build isn't anywhere near as important or meta with regard to roles within the team as with WoW. The game is very accessible to any party makeup, although later, more difficult missions and strikes would benefit from a more premeditated party composition and team synergy. So let's have a look at the heroes in the game and how they compare to those in WoW. First up, let's take a look at Hulk. It comes as no surprise he is a tanky character. He would be most comparable to a DK tank with his AoE threat generation and self-sustain. He has a taunt ability and similarly to a prot warrior, builds rage by taking hits. This rage can then be channeled to both increase his damage output and to restore health, which is called willpower in Avengers. The majority of his offensive abilities are AoE, and these are further enhanced and gain increased range by bonuses further down his skill trees. Next up is Ms. Marvel, who is probably most like a druid. She is the most supporty hero in the game, with a dedicated team heal and insta-res, which can be spec'd into to provide a decent cadence of support for team members within range. That aside, she is also very polymorphy and has a decent amount of damage output, especially with her ultimate and intrinsic abilities, both of which see her increase in size, range and damage mitigation. This makes her the perfect one to jump into the fray, heal up the team, dish out a bit of damage and then get back out again. Although she is a melee class, her elasticity in reality makes her more of a mid-range combatant. Next we come to the Mage, which in this case is Iron Man, the ranged damage dealer and bit of a glass cannon. He deals a good amount of damage from afar but has no self-sustain, so is reliant on health pickups and team heals, but mostly on well-timed blocks and evades. As you open up the skill trees, you gain access to an arsenal of high DPS abilities, although some of these can leave him vulnerable while activating, so timing, positioning and spatial awareness are all crucial player skills. Thor is next up, and obviously an enhancement chamois. With his command of electricity, the god of thunder, or technically lightning, is a powerful melee hero with some ranged abilities, as well as AoE damage and CC. He has good maneuverability and defensive abilities, as well as a certain amount of self-healing through his takedowns. His ultimate ability is one of the most powerful in the game, although it takes a little time to position accurately and trigger. This can sometimes result in the enemy dodging it completely or being knocked out of range by a helpful team member. Black Widow is the rogue of the party. Her playstyle will be very familiar to any WoW rogue players. She deals extremely good single target DPS and has the ability to stealth out of danger, dropping all aggro and being undetectable. She excels at guerrilla style in and out melee DPS, but can also dish out some decent range damage with her pistols. These can be optionally and additionally upgraded with the skill trees. In effect, they become sniper pistols, dealing high DPS single shot that can also be charged up for extra damage. While Black Widow probably has the lowest health pool in the game, she has the most maneuverability. She is incredibly agile and is able to chain her Widow's line, which is like the rogue grappling hook in WoW, to move from target to target, dealing damage and being almost unhittable. Captain America is probably most like a prop paladin, with a little bit of warrior thrown in for good measure. The shield toss, literally Avengers shield, is the only ranged attack he has for this melee-centered hero. He is extremely defensive, with his intrinsic ability being a shield block that absorbs a finite amount of both melee and ranged attacks. He is neither the most resilient nor the highest damage output hero, but is an incredibly useful utility character, buffing teammates with increased hit chance and reducing damage taken, as well as speeding up their heroic charge. He is fairly fast and agile, and the only character to have a demon hunter-like double jump. His ability to keep foes CC'd by knocking them down makes life a lot easier for the team on higher difficulty strikes. So there you have it. Hopefully that sheds a little light on the new Marvel's Avengers game from the perspective of a WoW player. If you'd like to see more from Marvel's Avengers, you can check out our quick first impressions review as well as some gameplay videos on our channel. As usual, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Please consider like, follow and subscribe, and share the video with your friends. You can also check out our website at www.enrd.cc, as well as follow on Twitter for live updates and giveaways at Ashra1. That's it for this video. See you next time. Goodbye.